Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing a video leading up to the second half of The Walking Dead Season 8. In this one, we're going to give our thoughts on two new trailers, which were just released by AMC. And I'll put the links to both of these in the description for you guys so you can check them out. And you definitely want to check these two out. Both of these trailers for the second half of The Walking Dead Season 8 are really amazing. We hadn't had too much up until now in terms of the way of, sneak peeks or trailers leading up. We had like one when, the first half of Season 8 ended. But both of these, I would say, are better than that one. And it's really, really awesome. So you guys got to check these out. Finish the fight, and it ends now. So let's go over the first one first. Link will be in the description, like I said, from uprocks.com. Finish the fight. So you've got pretty much a trailer focused entirely on Carl, I want to say, or mostly on Carl, with some other good little bits in there. And kind of giving us some idea of what we can expect to see in the second half with Carl. So the first line, or the first thing he says, is talking to Rick, and Carl says, "You put away your gun, and now you stop fighting. It was right. It still is. You can still be like that again." So Carl kind of asking Rick or pleading with Rick to, be the good guy again, or, not just to kill everybody, to be merciful, which is, it's touching. You've got Rick who says, "I can't be who I was. It is different now." So you've got Rick who's saying to Carl that the world isn't like that anymore. You can't be the good guy and expect to live, as Shane said in Season 2, right? So, what impact will this have on Rick? Was this the reason they killed Carl off? Okay, so there's that. Negan says, "It appears our friends had themselves an escape plan. They are out there somewhere." Then you've got Carl and Siddiq going into the sewer, so it looks like we're going to get some kind of flashback sequence. A lot of people are asking, Trev, do you think that they'll show the moment when Carl was bitten? Was it the time when he was with Siddiq before? Are they going to kind of show a flashback and kind of show what happened and explain it through? I think we'll see something. If you look at that scene right there of them going into the sewer, it looks like it's prior to what we saw in the mid-season finale, or at least Carl doesn't look like he's in that bad a shape at that moment. So there must be some kind of flashback scenes or some kind of scenes from, between that time before the mid-season finale, maybe in episode 9, because it is an extended episode and it's Carl's last episode. So heads up for that. We're looking to see that. They're all going to the hilltop, and then we've got Dwight who says, "All of you in one place together." So Dwight's questioning the idea of them all kind of going to the hilltop, as we've kind of expected to see, because Alexandria is just destroyed, and so they've got to hold up someplace, and the hilltop right now is probably the best place to fortify, as well as they can all kind of meet up together and all make their last stand together, which we've seen some promo art for Last Stand. Daryl, "All of us together will be the worst damn nightmare." So I like that one. That's a good line. It's really cool. Daryl's super badass as usual, within character for him to be like that. So that's super cool. Gavin says, "Negan is going to kill you," talking to Ezekiel. Then we get to see a huge box. I was thinking like 50 cal again or something like that. We'll have to see if that comes back into play in the second half. But there's also a box with like Negan hitting someone in the box. So I don't know exactly who that is. Again, we can kind of speculate more. We get into a full-on breakdown. We go scene by scene. You've got Ezekiel who says, "I lead my people to freedom. I made a choice I can live with." And then you've got Jadis who's sitting there covered in blood. Looks like something has gone down at the junkyard. There's another scene with her and Simon. Simon talking to her. So are the Saviors going to attack the junkyard group now? Oh man, that's going to be crazy if that's the case. You've got Carol who says, "You versus all of them," or one of the girls from the kingdom says it to her. They don't stand a chance. So Carol's super badass, as well as Morgan too. And we do know that they're going to attack quite a few Saviors that you can see in this preview. A lot of different little clips of them attacking, maybe in and around the kingdom, or just anywhere in between there, maybe part of Gavin's group. We're going to have to see how that goes down, but it looks very, very exciting. You've got Rick and Michonne at the junkyard, kind of walking in slowly. So something went down there. We're going to have to see what that is. Just from looking at Jadis, it looks like it's a massacre. So we're going to see one way or another. But maybe the Junkyard Group not being in such good a shape this second half. So for anybody who doesn't like the Junkyard Group, well, you might get what you asked for. So we're gonna see. It looks intense though. It looks really really crazy. So you got to slow down the scenes if you want to see it. A lot of these clips are really fast, so you might have to go over it a few times to catch all these different little bits and pieces in here. Negan, once I clip Rick everything is aces again. So once they take out Rick, they've won the war. Everything is back to normal. That's what he's saying here. Rick, they have weapons, people, and then we have Morgan and Carol. We can take them one by one. So the two of them joining together. You've got a scene where Morgan is kind of leading some walkers in, some zombies in. Maybe a distraction or kind of something like a Merle type situation where you lead them in and then you kind of you gank them, sideswipe them from the side, come in, let the zombies, they attack them, and then you come in from the side and take them out. So we'll see something like that, maybe some tricky tactics from Morgan and Carol, which, I mean, that's what we would come to expect at this point. And both of them have been super badass this season, particularly Carol's part in the ceiling was cool, but I want to say that Morgan's, what he was able to do, the amount of kills he was able to make in the first half was astounding, really. It was super badass. You've got Dwight who says, I've chosen the side, and I'm here to help you beat Negan. So Dwight is 100% survivor now. Really cool to see. Negan, you've set this course. Who's next? And then, of course, in the other trailer, we have Rick, and he says, you are. And, this one's kind of like, I'm going to kill you, that kind of thing. Negan, I stop people from dying. I am the answer. Just fun. Carl, and then we get the sentimental to wrap it up, making it an awesome trailer for people who are excited to see what happened with Carl. Before Mom died, she told me that I was going to beat this world. You will. So him telling Rick that, that prediction, or her saying that, he's going to be the one to do it, not Carl. So, and that's one of the best things about The Walking Dead that I do like, is they really, they don't forget about a lot of the earlier lines in the series, and there's a lot of lines now, and even in season 7, that really echo back to some of the important parts throughout the show. They really don't forget about a lot of things that were said, like something that Lori had said to Carl, that for like a lot of us as viewers, we haven't watched those episodes for many years. For some, some of us, we haven't gone back and watched a marathon or something. We might forget about some of those things that Carl went through in the series. I did a throwback video for Carl's journey. You guys can check it out. It's in the channel if you want to see it. But that's just really cool. And you have the sun, and it's kind of beating down on his face in what looks like might be his last few minutes before his life is over. So super emotional, amazing trailer. I'm actually surprised they actually released it, because there's some really good stuff in it, and it really has me excited for this back half. Now that's not all. We have another It Ends Now trailer as well too. We've got so Carl being carried by Rick and Michonne. You can kind of see some of the fire everywhere, right? After probably the mid-season finale, them kind of taking him out of there and bringing him through, maybe to the church. Some people think we'll have to see. That makes sense, I think, for his last kind of minutes. Any building that's still, reasonably together, we're not sure, which building would be in the best shape. But if Negan and the others were bombing buildings and stuff, then maybe the church would be one that they might leave alone, just based on, well, what it is. We've got Enid, so the Saviors are coming. So she's back at the hilltop now. So, of course, she must get out of the ocean side, her and Aaron, I would think, and she must, because she's talking to Michonne at the hilltop. So the Saviors are coming back at the hilltop with Michonne. Michonne says, and we will fight them. We've got Morgan luring in the zombies, like I said. We've got Eugene casting some bullets, which is really cool, so we're finally going to get to see that. We've got Negan, my people, they are coming. And there's another one, too, of Negan doing some kind of presentation in, like, what looks like the Sanctuary Courtyard or something. So maybe a comic book moment there, gunking up weapons, that kind of thing. So those of you guys who are waiting for that. I won't spoil it, because a lot of you guys don't read the comics. I know that it's cool. But basically, I won't explain it. But, there's a scene there that's really comic booky that we've been waiting for a long time from the comics, from All Out War Part 2. And it looks like we're going to get to see that. That's really cool with Negan's speech. We've got, let's see, my people, they're coming. Simon and Dwight near a burning car. So it'll be interesting to see Simon's role in this back half. I do think this will be Simon's last half season as a death prediction, but I could be wrong. We'll have to see if he questions Dwight, or if they kind of let it go who the traitor, the inside man was, and whether or not they find out that it was Dwight. There's another one of Negan turning around, hitting someone with a bat. So don't know who that is. The hair looks kind of blonde. I don't know if it's Dwight. I don't know if it's a zombie. I don't know if it's someone else. I don't know. We'll have to see, who that turns out to be. And again, more speculation in the breakdown videos to come, because there's just so many little clips in here that it makes sense for us to slow it down and go through each one and really give our thoughts based on the footage. Morgan hitting some zombies. Rick, doesn't matter. It's already too late. Carol being shot at. We've got Tara thinking about killing Dwight. So she's got the gun on Dwight. Dwight's like, oh shit, this is going to be it. I killed a girlfriend, right? So, or at least we know that. He may or may not know. I think she told him, right? Or that kind of thing. So that he's aware that of what that he's wronged her, right? So maybe she'll shoot him. Maybe she won't. What will happen there? I'm thinking she probably won't, so we'll see. And then we've got Rick, this is where you die. And then we've got Simon at the junkyard, it's time to finish the fight. And we've got some really sweet, new logos with some clouds and stuff. It's like, I wonder where they got that from. I've been using that for quite a while, so so that's cool. In my intro, so that's sweet. But I love it, man. I love it all around. It just looks amazing. Both trailers, awesome. The Carl trailer, and then this trailer as well, too. All kinds of zombie awesomeness. I can't wait to see this back half, and I would not be surprised if this was really one of the best halves they've ever done of The Walking Dead, because we're going to get to see the final battles go down. The final fight between Rick and Negan looks like it's going to be a bloodbath in a few different locations, and man, I mean, this could be really, really great. So it looks awesome. Season 8. I know a lot of people are like, I don't like it. I'm really enjoying Season 8 right now. These trailers look amazing, and I think the second half is going to be really incredible. I'm really looking forward to February 25th when it returns, just in a few weeks. So let me know what you guys think. Any breakdowns or kind of things you can see in there, leave it in the comments below. Let me know what you think, and we'll follow up with a couple of videos of breakdowns individually on these these trailers, because they're pretty loaded. They're really good releases. Usually they don't release this much stuff, so I'm really really happy they released these. It's looking awesome. So if you guys like this video, please thumb it up below. You can share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it, and you can do it. You can subscribe at the bottom. That's it for this one. I'll see you guys again soon for another video. As always, it's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you tomorrow. Well, I hope you're wearing your subscribing pants. What? Your subscribing pants. Because you're going to subscribe to this channel wearing those pants.